The sky raged. Lightning split the Christmas Eve sky, tearing at the wings of Lanza Flight 508. Inside, 17-year-old Julianne Kupke, her heart pounding in unison with the thunder, gripped her seat. Then, the unimaginable. The plane, caught in the throes of a monstrous thunderstorm, ripped apart. Julianne, still strapped to her seat, was flung from the aircraft, plummeting 2 miles through the air into the heart of the unforgiving Amazon. What followed was not a quick death, but the beginning of an epic struggle for survival. This is the story of Julianne Kupke, the girl who fell from the sky and lived to tell the tale. A testament to the indomitable spirit of a young woman armed with courage and an intimate knowledge of the jungle. Julianne's survival, against all odds, is not just an incredible story but a window into the resilience of the human spirit when tested by the extremes of nature. It is a story of fear and fortitude, of despair and determination, a story that reminds us of the power of hope, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. Julianne's story begins not in the air, but on the ground, amidst the teeming biodiversity of the Peruvian rainforest. Her parents, Maria and Hans Wilhelm Kupke, were renowned zoologists who instilled in her a deep love and respect for the natural world. Growing up at Panguana, their research station deep within the Amazon, Julianne was no stranger to the jungle's secrets. She could identify the calls of exotic birds, navigate the dense undergrowth, and distinguish venomous snakes from harmless ones. This early immersion in the wild, though unintentional, would prove to be her saving grace. Little did she know that the lessons learned amidst the verdant foliage would one day mean the difference between life and death. This unusual upbringing fostered in Julianne a rare breed of resilience, a calmness under pressure that belied her young age. The jungle was her classroom, her playground, her home, and though she couldn't have known it then, it was this very jungle that would soon put her resilience to the ultimate test. It was Christmas Eve, 1971. Julianne, having just graduated high school, was flying with her mother from Lima to Pucallpa to join her father for the holidays. The flight, however, turned treacherous as a massive thunderstorm engulfed the plane. The turbulence was unlike anything Julianne had ever experienced. Luggage flew around the cabin. Passengers screamed, their faces pale with terror. Then, a blinding flash, a deafening roar. The plane lurched violently, throwing Julianne against her seat. Through the window, she saw the wing, engulfed in flames, ripped from the fuselage. Chaos reigned as the plane, now uncontrollable, went into a nosedive, spiraling down towards the earth. Then, darkness. Julianne regained consciousness to a deafening silence. She was still strapped to her seat, surrounded by the wreckage of the plane, the air thick with the smell of aviation fuel. Looking down, she realized with a jolt that she was dangling from the seat, suspended in the canopy of the Amazon rainforest. She had fallen from the sky and somehow survived. But her ordeal was far from over. She was alone, injured and stranded in the most unforgiving jungle on Earth. Panic threatened to consume Julianne, but she fought it back, clinging to the survival skills her parents had instilled in her. She was injured, a broken collarbone, a deep gash on her arm, and countless cuts and bruises. She had no food, no water, and only a small bag of candy she'd salvaged from the wreckage. The jungle, once familiar and comforting, now loomed large, a menacing labyrinth of towering trees and tangled undergrowth. But Julianne refused to surrender to despair. Remembering her father's words, "If you follow a stream you will always find help," she set off, using the sun as her guide, determined to find her way back to civilization. The days blurred into a relentless cycle of hunger, pain and fear. Maggots infested her wounds, feasting on her flesh. She battled exhaustion, dehydration, and hallucinations. Yet, Julianne pressed on, her spirit unbroken. She ate what little she could find, berries, palm hearts, and drank rainwater collected on leaves. Each day, every step was a testament to her unwavering will to live.